San Diego Police Chief William Lansdowne is resigning from the force amid a string of scandals involving officer misconduct. Team 10 was the first station to break the news of Lansdowne's resignation just hours after another officer's arrest was revealed.
And 10 News reporter Allison Ash just spoke with the chief earlier today, and just 20 minutes ago, Mayor-elect Kevin Faulconer addressed the bombshell. Allison joins us live with these breaking details. Allison?
Well, as you know, there's been mounting pressure for Chief Lansdowne to get control of his department. But just a little while ago, as you said, Mayor-elect Kevin Faulconer was out here on Civic Center Plaza. He said the decision for Lansdowne to step down was the chief's his own himself.
The decision was the chief's and the chief's alone. It was not a decision that he came to lightly or easily. The chief loves this department. The chief has been a fantastic leader of this department, has served this city very, very well, day in and day out, through natural disasters. It's been my pleasure to work side by side with Chief Lansdowne since I've been on the council for 8 years now.
Now, that's a very different tune than Mayor-elect Faulconer had last week when he was talking about how Chief Lansdowne needed to get control of his department after 2 officers were accused of groping women. Now today, the revelation that another veteran officer is charged with DUI. The latest incident happened here at Pan America Plaza in Balboa Park, where 16-year veteran officer Karen Olmos was found passed out drunk in her car.
We're putting this out to be transparent and also to again illustrate that criminal behavior, whether you're on or off duty, is absolutely not tolerated. The chief's made that very clear.
It comes on the heels of the arrest of Officer Chris Hayes for sexual battery and the investigation of Officer Donnie Moncrief for the same. And it comes 2 years after the department's public humiliation as Officer Anthony Arevalos was convicted for trading tickets for sexual favors. Chief Lansdowne spoke to me last week saying he's responsible for everything in the police department. There are those who think you need to step down.
Well, I've had that criticism for 20 years as a chief. Every time there's a problem, people want to play the blame game. I get that. Let me make it real clear. I'm an at-will employee. I can be released for absolutely any reason. You don't need a reason to release me.
But it appears Lansdowne made the move after a decade of service to remove himself as San Diego's top cop. His retirement begins Monday, March 3rd. Now, when 10 News got a tip early this afternoon that Lansdowne was stepping down, I called the chief on his cell phone. I asked him, have you turned in your resignation? He said, no comment. I said, that's a yes/no question, chief. What is it? And he said, I'm done talking, and hung up, which is very unusual for the usually very candid and very talkative chief of police. We're live downtown. Allison Ash, 10 News.
Clearly frustrating. Thank you, Allison. Stay with 10 News for continuing coverage of this story. The high-profile attorney who first called for Lansdowne's resignation will be joining us in studio. What he's saying about today's bombshell at the San Diego Police Department, that's coming up new at 6.